Hi everyone, it's Maybelle with Love Shaped Intuition. I'm back with another reading. Today's reading will be about the North Node shift when it enters into Aries. The South Node will then be in Libra. This is after 18 months of the North Node having been in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio. This reading will best be viewed from the point of your rising sign or your ascendant sign. So if you know how to access that on the astrology wheel, great. If not, you can view your sun sign or your moon, but it would probably be more accurate from your rising sign. You may also view it if you know where your North Node is and your South Node. This is actually going to be my North Node reversal because I have my North Node natally in Libra and my South Node in Aries. Before the North Node was in Taurus, it was in Gemini, and it moves kind of backwards around the Zodiac wheel. If you can notice a pattern of what was occurring in your life for the 18 months while the North Node was in Gemini and the South Node was in Sagittarius. And then for the 18 months when the North Node was in Taurus and Scorpio, these last 18 months. And then now, for the next 18 months, we'll have the North Node entering Aries, the sign associated with the self and initiating things, new beginnings, taking action, forward motion with a warrior-like mentality. It can be like a very action-oriented sign, so think of things that can be like that, athletes, anything having to do with the self. And Libra, with the South Node, is a partnership house, a Venus-ruled sign, so things of beauty, making things look good to the outside, partnership, contract, relationships, marriages, keeping things in balance. So we're going to take a look at the energies surrounding each zodiac sign and then get some advice. And again, this is a long-term, kind of 18 months, so that's a year and a half transit. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe. It is the most valuable support that you can provide me here on YouTube. It's free for your subscription. Like, comment, share this video with a friend or family member. All interactions help the channel to grow, and I really appreciate your support. If you would like to support my free content and work with a donation, please visit Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi.com. The links are in the description box for this video as well as in the comments. And I also have an Amazon wish list also linked if you would like to gift a new oracle or a tarot deck to the channel, and I would love to use those in future readings. I thank you for all your support and love. We're going to go ahead and get started. Hi everyone. This is your reading if you don't know how to find your rising sign, or maybe you don't want to spend time on looking that up. So this is just a general North Node for the collective, for the viewer watching, for the North Node in Aries, for the viewer. Okay, co-create and unfinished symphony. So there might be something unfinished business, something that you can co-create by working together with someone, co-creating with God's Source Spirit. It might need time to gestate, to grow. Wow, there's an egg here and an egg there. And then I'm getting the listen to, you might be hearing music, messages in music, and then with the wise owl there, you might be hearing messages, sign symbols, synchronicities. Okay, North Node. Okay, Midheaven Pinnacle. So this might have to do with how you're viewed in the world or in your career, your social status. This also has to do with like climbing to the top, the pinnacle of your career. This may have to do with the role that you play, your status in life, whether you are a wife, mother, father, husband, business owner, boss, employee, whatever it is, you know, your major role in this lifetime or at the moment. Okay, for South Node. So this definitely has to do with building with others and working on something that's unfinished. I'm really seeing the white flags. So perhaps like making peaceable agreements or agreements in business that like work for both sides. Okay, for South Node. South Node in Libra for a viewer. Okay, inspiration. For South Node. Okay, opposition and confrontation. Let's get more. Let's get another one. Perhaps what you're inspired to do is in confrontation with who you're co-creating with. There's some type of opposition here. Perhaps you're having trouble finding your inspiration. Something is unfinished, and yet it's kind of like you're at odds, or did I say that already? Or maybe that was for Pisces rising. Okay, let's see. Okay, reconciliation. So reconciliation, again, that might be coming back around to some type of somewhere where there was something unfinished, either business unfinished, romance unfinished. This does have to do with the pinnacle, how you're viewed, your social status. This might have to do with anything where you have been considering how you are viewed by the world or by others. This might be having to do with kind of going for something and co-creating with another. There's some type of confrontation that keeps you maybe stuck in some type of comfort zone, even though you are kind of inspired or maybe lacking the inspiration. This has to do with reconciling, working together, staying connected, renewing that bond. This also has to do with maintaining a connection to God, Source, Spirit. So I also see that card here with co-creation, being with God, Source, Spirit as your guide. Okay, what is the advice? What is the advice for the viewer? Okay, thicket of thorns, uncertainty. Okay, owl spirit wisdom. Wow, and we had the owl as confirmation right there at the beginning to let us know that those messages, those synchronicities are important. There's another notification right now. I just heard my text notification go off, so we'll hear that as an omen. Messages coming through. Wisdom. So you may have the wisdom, the knowledge. This might also be needing to learn something new, especially if you are uncertain about something. The uncertainty comes in when you may be confused, not really sure about which direction to turn. This card talks about being okay in the uncertainty, not knowing everything. Just it's fine to be in that kind of unfinished place, and not making it be a place of struggle. So don't make it a struggle. There is a little fawn there, and there's also these butterflies symbolizing change and transformation. My throat chakra has been acting up off and on throughout many of these North Node, South Node readings, and a few of them did receive communication. Some of them also received unfinished symphony. So there is some type of unfinished business. The blue on the egg here, there may be things that need to be said. Again, trying to kind of stay away from confrontation, but at the same time, getting the answers and the wisdom, kind of co-creating, working together on something in a situation where there is uncertainty. Perhaps clearing that up, staying connected, even though you're feeling as though there's a struggle. Try not to make it be a struggle. Really listen to those messages from God's Source Spirit. Stay connected. Perhaps this has to do with a relationship. All these cards here, co-creating, unfinished symphony, opposition, and the midheaven, they all kind of have to do with how others view you and or partnership. Here's fighting, here's working together, and this is unfinished business. This one also, reconciliation, would have to do with kind of reconciling differences or coming back together, co-creating, working on something. Okay, let's get one more advice card. Okay, love. Wild Rose Fairy, love. And I believe it might have been Gemini Rising that got this card as their advice as well. So you are a sacred vessel for love to flow to and through. When you use your love and light in a situation, it attracts others in love and light to you, and it radiates out to others. This might be needing to allow love in with this confrontation card. Healing things that need healing. This unfinished business. Loving yourself allows you to love better. And this fighting, when you have that fight within yourself, then you're only kind of causing the struggle and also diminishing that connection you have to others, as well as that connection to God's Source Spirit, because you can't see it clearly, you can't feel it. This also talks about you are loved no matter what you do, no matter whether you're feeling that perhaps you're not getting fast enough into what you want to create, that your career may have changed. You may be uncertain about what it is that inspires you. You might be kind of having that confrontation and that struggle within. It is okay to literally learn more about yourself, learn more about a situation, really listen to the messages from God's Source Spirit, be rooted and grounded with this red cloak that she's wearing and all the red in this card. There's red in all of these advice cards. Use love in the situation, love yourself especially, but definitely don't need to do anything to be lovable or to be loved. You are love. And try not to make things be a struggle. It's okay to be uncertain. Get one more. Okay, activation. Spirit Guardian of Spring activation. So this card talks about kind of initiating things, beginning things, new beginnings, putting things into motion. So putting things into motion, once you have like the wisdom and the inspiration, stay connected, God's our spirit. Try not to fight yourself. It's okay. Yes. Coming surge of spring-like energy. This card talks about healing things that need healing, fixing things that need fixing, mending the nets when you can't go out to fish, like fishermen in the wintertime, and waiting for that springtime surge of energy, but also kind of preparing for it. So there is a coming surge, and I like that the activation card is there. So prepare, get ready, heal yourself, heal relationships that need healing. And this card also talks about listening to the messages from God's Source Spirit. I giggle because when the confirmation is just like they're repeating the messages over and over and over and over again. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through. And I want to end the reading on that. Thank you for your love and support. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I would love to see you back here again soon. Take care, everyone.